One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Raiders will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking for space. It's Durham. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. He reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Pulls it in. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
The give to the single back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. With the catch, it's Douglas. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Running back searching for a hole. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. QB draw. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on! Running through contact. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did,
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got a man. It's Anderson. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that 1st down marker. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Morton. Makes the grab, it's Virgil. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
The give to the back. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. To the air, it's Morton. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion with jet sweep pass. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. miles ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Southern has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Freedom took flight in the pregame, but this has been a good one inside Paulson Stadium. They are up by 7 over the Judicials. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. The give is to Williams. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Douglas. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. To the air, it's Morton. Fakes to grab. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the air on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Hit as he throws. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He wants to throw it again. Gonna take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
There's a great example of a quarterback who's able to turn the page. Things haven't always gone his way. He's obviously thrown 2 picks earlier in this game, but he's still staying aggressive. He's still taking shots, and his guys are making plays for him.
A first down run on the doorstep. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Joyner. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Fires to the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive lineman. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time. What happens confusing is it, Paul? When it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception.
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Got it behind the line. It's sharp. There he goes. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. LSU right back to the line. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
On the run, it's Durham. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going.
He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes with the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield on first down.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Makes the catch. It's Joyner. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That's caught. It's Carter. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Right back to the well. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas. Get it together.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd down, going up top. Got his man. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Finds his big tight end. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Well, it's a nice pickup on the play by the tight end there, but how about that massive hit on defense, keeping the tight end short of picking up that 1st down?
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the field goal unit from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. He got it, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dickey. And the returner is stopped. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air, it's Morton. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the 2nd half. The kick coverage team was ready and in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take a knee in the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to start the 2nd half. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Back to throw, it's Morton. Looking to the big tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
The kick is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Give to the running back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over, and you saw it on that play.
Gonna run it. It's Durham. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Oh, he's got some space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Throwing on the run. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Quick completion to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Grab near the sticks, it's Anderson. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And he added the extra point. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space, it's Joyner. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Wants to go up top. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys?
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Morton. Using the quick game. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down.
Yeah, that's a great.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Just keep slinging it. Here's the pressure. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
To the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
On the run, it's Durham. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The inside handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Quickly to the tight end. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He might want another play. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Got enough space. Touchdown, LSU. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On to attempt the try. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Morton. The short hands, it's Eakin.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the move, it's Durham. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this, they'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Floating away. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been
a little trickeration looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work. You have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. The offense changing the play. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll run it again. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Got some room headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Hawaii is ahead in this one, but unlike the playing days of Colt Brennan and Timmy Chang, this has not been a blowout today in Aloha Stadium. They're up by 10 over New Mexico. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take
Snags it inside the 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drive.
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense. And they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Coming out with it, it's Hudson. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Morton. He'll take another shot here. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Berry. Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. LSU quick to the line. He wants to change this route. He'll take a shot. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Good game. I ain't gonna lie, EA was with me the whole game.
In the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.